Do you want to know how to get rich? The answer is not hard to figure out. Invest in things that bring in money. Yes, the whole point is to put your money to work for you so it can make you more money. This is very important because your time is limited and you can only trade so much of it for money. So it makes perfect sense to invest in things that bring in money without you having to work all the time. But let's first talk about what assets that bring in money are. An income-producing asset is a financial holding that is purchased with the hope that it will yield a profit in the future. They can be used to make investments. That being said, it's important to have a plan for how to do it. Diversification is the key to getting a lot of money back from assets that bring in money. You've probably heard the saying, "Don't put all your eggs in one basket," right? Yes, that's right. Diversification is one of the most important things to know about investing. Diversifying your income works because it keeps your money safe. Even if one investment doesn't work out, a few others may do well. Since economies can change quickly, it's more important than ever to have more than one way to make money. Having assets that bring in money is a great way to do this. Welcome to AbonV. In today's video, we're going to show you how you can be rich by investing in the top 10 assets that will make you money. So stick to the video, keep watching, and let's dive in. 1. Online business. Starting your own online business is one of the most popular and profitable ways to invest. A lot of work needs to be done before you can start an online business, but you can make as much money as you want. Blogs, e-commerce stores on sites like Shopify or BigCommerce, or even selling on eBay or Amazon are all types of online businesses. However, building an online business takes a lot of time and work. You might not see real progress for up to 2 years, but if your foundation does well, you can make a really good living. Over time, you can manage the business in less and less time while still making money. At some point, you might be able to sell your online asset or keep it as a way to make extra money. 2. Stocks. Stocks are an amazing way to make money. They can help you reach your retirement goals by giving you a steady source of income. Dividend stocks in particular can be a reliable way to make money. They don't require much work and can help you set up a good source of income. Dividend stocks are often given out by large, well-known companies. They are healthcare, financial services, utilities, oil and gas, and basic materials companies among these companies that pay dividends. You can just invest in these stocks and start earning money when you are being paid your dividends. 3. Rental units. Do you want a high-risk, high-reward way to make money? Rental units are all you need. These can be single-family homes, homes with more than one family, or even apartment buildings. When times are good, they can be a steady flow of cash. But you'll need to be careful when the economy is bad or when more people are losing their jobs. It's not a walk in the park to own rental property. As a homeowner, it's your job to pay the mortgage, make repairs, keep the house in good shape, and rent it out. You can be ready for the costs by building up a savings cushion, but sometimes you may be surprised by the bills. Most of the time, repairs and maintenance are what make up phantom costs. Many homeowners don't think about these costs, and then they get big bills out of the blue. It's important to keep these costs in mind. Even though owning a home can be scary, if you plan and get ready for it, it can be very financially rewarding. 4. Recession-proof businesses. Like life, businesses tend to work in seasons. Many businesses have busy times and slow times, and they spend most of their time getting ready for the next busy time. But not every business is like this. Some businesses can't be hurt by a recession. No matter what happens in the economy, demand for these businesses will stay the same or even grow. These businesses include nursing homes or agencies, laundromats, auto repair shops, grocery stores, and more. No matter what the economy is like, people will always need food and health care. In general, these businesses are important. Investing in a business that provides a service that everyone needs can be a reliable way to make money at any time. 5. Certificates of deposit. Mixing high-risk and low-risk investments is always a good idea. A certificate of deposit is a great way to invest in something with low risk. Certificates of deposit are a way for people to make easy money with low risk. A certificate of deposit is easy to understand in terms of how it works. You basically lend money to the bank for a certain amount of time. You get interest from the bank. At the end of the day, you also get back what you put in. Most of the time, the interest rates on certificates of deposit are lower than the average returns on the market. On the other hand, certificates of deposit are a great place to start for investors who want a low-risk investment. 6. Bonds. Another asset you can invest in to earn money is bonds. Bonds are an excellent way to make money. A bond lets you lend money to businesses, state and federal governments, and local governments. Bonds are like certificates of deposit in a lot of ways. They give investors the stability they need when things aren't clear. The return on a bond is also guaranteed, giving investors a steady source of income. 7. Savings accounts. A savings account is one of the first things anyone of any age should get. Even though savings accounts have low interest rates, you can still make a good amount of money from them. A savings account will also protect you from changes in the stock market and other high-risk investments like buying real estate. The rate of return on a savings account can be as low as 1%. Check out online savings account options if you want to get more interest on your money. 8. Self-storage units. There are now a lot more self-storage units all over the world. Self-storage is a good way for real estate investors to make money. It doesn't cost much to build and doesn't cost much to keep up. In fact, many self-storage units don't need much or any staff at all. People who rent units can use a special PIN or key to get into the building and get to their units. There isn't much of an emotional tie to self-storage units, and the leases are month to month. This means that investors can take advantage of any rent increases that come with a new lease. 9. Real estate investment trusts. If you want to invest in real estate but don't want to pay the down payment costs right away, you might want to look into real estate investment trusts, or REITs. REITs are just like mutual funds in every way. They let you buy into a group of properties that are all run by the same company. The money that investors put into the company is used to buy new real estate. Investors can expect to get their money back in the form of dividends at regular times. By buying REITs, you can spread out your investments and lower your overall risk. You can also put your money into commercial or residential property. 10. Royalties. When most people think of royalties, they think of music. However, royalties can also be paid for art, natural resources, and other creative works. You don't have to be the artist or musician who made the song or piece to make money from it. You can invest in royalties in the art world and get paid every time your work is used. You can also buy music royalties from musicians and then continue to earn money on the music. Conclusion: no matter where you are in life, you can start to get rich by investing in things that bring in money. There are many types of assets that generate income from which investors can choose to make money. You can get closer to your goal of being financially independent if you do your research and choose the right assets that bring in money. That's it for today. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.